it is amazing to me how nobody, I feel like that could be petitioned. Like, can't that be done? We do that in Congress.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, we do that in Congress. We vote for congressmen, we vote for senates, but we vote for one president. One guy decides pretty much everything. And it turns out that if this guy is in charge of this, but he doesn't agree with Congress, then everything gets bogged down. If you at least have some guys in there who can agree with Congress, I think it all works together. It all does.
It would work a lot smoother, tell you that much.
Exactly. That's my thing. So let's move on. Like I said, the legislative branch, they're not really moving anything. They're always stuck in gridlock. So we're going to move on to the judicial system. And I wanted to say the travel ban. First of all, the travel ban is still sitting in courts because of the rhetoric based on the campaign.
Yeah.
And they can't understand, people that are supporting this can't really understand why the travel ban hasn't been allowed to go through. And it's just because it was based on racism.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's because it's based on racism. Now the thing is, they're saying, "Oh, well, it's been reworded, it's been done this way."
You can reword it. But
you can do whatever you want, but it's like here's an easy way to understand why the travel ban is having this happen. To anybody listen out there, listen to this. Listen to how this is going to go. I own a house. I have kids in my yard. I don't want kids in my yard, so I want to build a fence. But they say, the homeowners association says I can't build the fence. So I decide I'm going to be in charge. I want to be in charge of the homeowners association. Now, I end up being in charge of the homeowners association. I decide to say, guess what we can do? We can build fences now. Would anybody not think that my motive for getting rid of that is just so I can keep kids out of my yard?
Pretty much.
So why is this any different? He said, look, on the campaign trail, I want to build a wall to keep, I want to actually have a ban on Muslims. He said that. So anything that comes out that's banning people from coming to the country is essentially what he said. And they say
all it is also they're targeting Muslim countries.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
even though all the terrorist attacks have been from people not on the list.
Yeah. So, all the countries that aren't on the list. That's the crazy thing.
Yeah.
That's
you
the
would
crazy
think,
thing.
Let's go for the countries that got us first.
Exactly.
But no, we can't because
they
we got
the oil.
Interests over there to protect.
No, we got the oil.
Yeah. AKA American interests.
Yeah. American interest, my ass. It's oil. And the thing is we can't I feel like people see it. I feel like people see it, but there's a lot of people who want to say that they don't understand why that happens. But whatever. I mean, it's not gonna get through. Every time they rewrite the travel ban, it's gonna come up against the same thing because he opened his mouth. He opened his mouth on the campaign trail, and it's always gonna come back to that. Every time that you say you want to ban people, that's where it's gonna be at. So that's done. I don't think anything else was going on judicially. I mean, Betty Shelby, the Tulsa, Oklahoma, if you remember,
oh god,
she got off. She got off because she said she feared for her life.
If you fear for your life, why are you a cop?
I don't get that. I mean...
No, did you hear the story that came out today?
No.
One of the jurors said, the only reason I voted in favor of her is because I haven't eaten and I was tired.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them do it.
But that's telling you that they're literally keeping people there, not feeding them.
Yeah.
Just so they
can get the verdict they want.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly
How is that
what that
even
is.
allowed?
Because, man, that's
what happens when cops kill people.
That's the judicial system. The thing is you have to get 12 people to agree on the same thing. It's essentially a war of attrition.
Yeah, and he already said I already knew she was guilty.
Yeah, of course.
I wasn't going to change my vote, but they kept us there, didn't feed us.
Yeah.
And I was hungry, and I wanted to go.
Eventually, it's iron will. It's like, look, either I'm going to starve to death in here, or I'm just going to say that she can walk. And the thing is since the votes, they don't tell you who voted which way. They just say the jury has come to this conclusion. And if you're on that jury, it's just like, all right, we all know you voted this way. But hey, if you want to come out and say why you voted this way, that's fine. But other than that, your vote's basically, I don't want to say it's anonymous, but your vote is basically anonymous.
It's ridiculous, man.
So that's that. Our government is still messed up. We're still trying to fix it. Like I said, impeachment's not going to happen. Just enjoy the fact that the president's going to be overseas for 11 days, bringing all the domestic problems we have here to the international community. So that's going to be dope. That's going to be great.
Imagine the sound bites over there.
Oh man, I can't. I'm waiting for the tweets. I'm waiting for the tweets because remember the time zone's going to be changed. There's going to be tweets coming out like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah.
Time zone difference, bro. It's like 10 o'clock over there, bro. It's literally 2 a.m. over here.
So 3 a.m. over there is like what, 10 a.m. here?
Yeah.
No, we're
backwards.
Back, so.
You had it backwards. It's like 10 a.m. here. It's like 3 o'clock over there, or something like that.
No, that's what
I don't know how to. Did you just?
No,
say
it
that?
would be 3 a.m. there, which means it would be 3 plus 7 is like 4.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 8 o'clock here.
Okay. Yeah,
8 p.m. prime time.
Yeah, that makes sense. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with 24-hour clocks. And stuff
Yeah,
like
bro,
that.
I see that, man. You're the official timekeeper. So
Yeah.
when Trump's tweets come out at
8 p.m. here.
yeah,
So if it's 2 p.m. there, then that means it'll be, if we're talking an 8-hour difference, looking at 4 a.m. here.
yeah, those are going to be interesting tweets because they're going to be like, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
Like, it's too early for this right now. It's way too early for this. But he's in a different time zone. So let's move on to our social status. Today's social status is something that I came across Monday, and I thought it was very interesting. They are going to try universal based income.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
And-
This is actually interesting.
And as opposed to everything else. What they're doing is they have decided, they're trying it out in Kenya. And what they're going to do is, instead of us having welfare and Social Security and programs like that, what they're doing is they would give you a base income. They would give you a base of, it's $250 every other week. Now remember, they're just giving you that for being a registered American. You're an American, you're just going to get it. There's no tax, there's no anything for it. And you're going to get...
But they're also not taking Social Security, so
Exactly.
you're going to be responsible for your retirement.
Yeah, you're responsible for everything. And the thing is, they're trying it out in Kenya, and what they're doing with Kenyans is they're giving them, obviously it's a third world country, so they're giving them like $22. I heard the ratio of it. $22, basically like $250 here. So basically, they're giving them $22 every other week to just live. Whatever you want to do with it, we're not going to regulate it. This is what's going to happen. So now I thought about it. If that happens over here, you're talking about $250 every other week just given to you.
Yeah.
Now, there's no welfare, there's no Social Security, there's nothing else. I see there's good parts and there's bad parts.
Oh,
of that.
yeah. We went over a lot of it.
And the good parts are definitely good. I mean, you think about it, $6,000 just added to your income for a year. And it's tax free, and it just comes. And I know a lot of people were saying, well, where's that money going to come from? Obviously, it comes from us getting rid of welfare, everything, all the money that they were spending to pay for welfare, to pay for Social Security, and everything like that. It all comes back to the American people. So now you say, well, what are the cons to that? And there's definitely some cons to it. I like the pros. The pros of having money in your pocket is always good.
Oh, yeah.
But my thing, and I didn't go down. I'm not the one who's going to go down the conspiracy road. I'll let the VP do that.
That's me. I got that road.
And my thing is obviously if you get $500 extra a month, eventually society is going to compensate for that. So you'll start to see increases to actually greedier companies are going to increase your stuff. Like if you're paying rent somewhere, your rent's probably going to go up by maybe $150, $200 to compensate for the fact that, hey, you're getting free money depending on where you live. But it doesn't matter. Think about it. The people who own wherever you stay at,
they're gonna be like, yeah, where are you gonna jack your rent up?
Yeah, why not?
Say, for
You're
instance,
getting free
let's
money.
Just throw a name out there, like people maybe like Trump,
yeah,
who own housing,
who own businesses, housing, real estate. Imagine that, real estate. People that own that why wouldn't you jack up the rent? You know these people are getting an extra $500 a month. You know that's happening. So why would you not go after
Maybe
that?
utility companies like Tico.
Yeah. I mean, it's all going to compensate. Like, it seems good. Like, when you look at it on the surface, just based on what you get versus what you lose, it seems good. You're going to get $500 extra a month, but you lose welfare and Social Security, which is fine for a person who's responsible. That's great. If you're responsible, you get that money and hey, you save it, you do whatever. You save for a trip, you save for your own retirement. Imagine that. You're getting $600, you're getting $6,000 a year. If you save up for 10 years, you get 60, you got an extra 60 grand.
Yep.
So, I mean, and imagine that if you're in your 30s, by the time you're in your 50s,
You'll be able to pay for a lap appy.
Bro, it's $120,000.
Actually, no, you won't. You'll still be down 80 grand.
Yeah, exactly. You're gonna be, but you think about it. Your
20
excess,
grand, my fault.
your excess money. If you're gonna be somewhere in that range between $85,000 to $100,000 extra, just base, and you're still getting money for as long as you're alive. Now, there is a con to it, and I'll let the VP let you guys know about the conspiracy side of it.
I'm going to put the con in conspiracy. I was talking to Swiss. Obviously, I believe, and we all know this is coming.
Yeah.
Automation is going to start taking over every industry, in some aspect of some form.
Yeah.
If you're talking to warehouses, the robots are going to be loading the trucks. The robots are going to be filling the orders.
The actual physical labor.
The physical labor is going to be done.
Yeah.
So all these major corporations are going to start firing people and just buying robots.
Yeah.
Robots can work 24 hours a day. People can't. The only people that are probably going to be on staff, you'll probably have maybe 5 to 10 engineers maintenance that handle fixing the robots. So, I mean, that's good. That's bad. That's just going to be a whole lot more people out of jobs.
Yep.
I'm also looking further down the road. I figure between 3 to 5 years of this, what is it?
The UBI. It's
UBI.
Universal Based Income.
Yeah. So I'm guessing between 3 to 5 years of people getting their checks. Eventually the government's going to be like, we're not going to give out checks anymore. We need you to take this chip. It's a lot easier for us to track. Because people like me, when me and Swiss were going over it, we were saying, we'll just take that money, go overseas, buy property,
and just
live there.
And just keep getting it.
So all that money that they're giving us from the country is just going to go overseas and spent somewhere else. Government's not going to like that.
No, not at all.
So what way can they stop that? By, hey, let's just put everything in a chip. That way we can track where it's being spent, who's going. So that way if Joe Blow is going to Costa Rica for 6 months out of the year, spending his money there, we're not going to pay a guy who's going to be living half his life. I mean, half a year over, and spending that money where he could be spending it in America. So here, take this chip.
But see, that was my.
But guess what? If you don't get the chip, you don't get the money.
Yeah,
Simple
because
as that.
I guess it's like giving away the card.
You want this money? Take this chip. Simple as that. You don't want it? Fine. You don't have to. We don't got to give you this money.
So now the question becomes: Do you
take the chip?
Do you take the chip, or do you
say fuck it? I'm just gonna, work and have a living like that. I don't get no more.
Yeah, but here's
retirement.
the thing. Now there's no retirement. There's no welfare. You're
but
just
guess
working.
what? Your rent still goes up.
Yeah,
your electric still goes up
because society is going to compensate for the people who are getting it.
Exactly.
So the thing is if you don't get it, you're pretty much screwed. What are you gonna do?
For all my people out there that know about the New World Order and how that's gonna work.
That's pretty much how that's coming.
That's a little aspect into it. People are going to wonder, how are we going to get these people to take the chip?
Yeah.
That's exactly
it. And I get it.
Because what it is, like I said, with the 3 to 5 year window that they give you, that's just to get the fix. That's how you get people hooked on that extra $500.
Yeah.
Because now the guy who was living in the low income housing, he's got $500. He can move to the middle income.
Yeah.
I got a better house now. I can afford that. I got this check coming in every month. It's $500 extra.
Yeah.
Put that towards my rent.
$250 every other week.
But then guess what? You got the knock on the door. Hey, we're no longer giving you a check.
Checks.
What am I going to do? No, we're still going to give you the money. Oh, okay, good. Because I didn't want to move back to the hood. What do I got to do? Well, put out your right hand. We got this chip we're going to put in your hand.
Huh.
See what I'm saying?
Huh. I mean, I get it. I get it.
Just saying.
I get it, man. But on the surface level, man, it seems good. but it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time.